What's good, my peopleizations? Black Alpha, Architect One. What's good, my peopleizations? We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. What's goody? What's goody? Black Alpha, Architect One. You seeing 007, Mechadon One, Skinny Hardaway, Young World, Underground Asylum, Paco Juan, Mark Wonderley, Mr. Male Advice Dies, Salute, Dago Rock, R.S. Cooper 23, Jay Williams, Dimitri Cohen, Muhammad Arif, Sylvester Solomon 2011, Ancestral Rage, Harden Stepback, Reggie Cheese, Ranel Augustine, Justin Hawkins, Boss Red 357, my brother Taquan Savage in the building, Southpaw Boxing Media, Johnny Lokes, 88 Sports Talk, Robert John, Mark Wonderley, Thomas Moreland, Dwayne Freeman, Brandon Smith, Bama Jeff 79, Saw Gang, Victor Wiggins, salute, Tay Brown, Peace of Blessings Queen, SNVR 7, salute, Louis Martinez, Jay Gadget, Robert John, Jerry 216 Robinson, Omega Red, Tania Marie, Peace of Blessings Queen, Flint, Michigan, salute, 11520 in the building, yes sir, The Chosen One, salute, Keith Moore, McGrew, salute, Big BD, Victor Torres, Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., what's good, young king? Damone Daniel, salute. Reynald Augustine, Brian Knight, H-Town 713, Shawn Reeves, Damian Milton, Southpaw Boxing, Adrian Pittman, my brother, Beyond Above Media, salute, Big Jock, salute, Warrior Class the Third, Dwayne Freeman, Jay Good, what's good with you, King? Rumple Min, salute, Players Ball, Anthony Bolton, salute, Roy Jones Jr., what's good? What's good, what's good? Jonathan Arsenegas, what's good with you, baby boy? How you feeling? I love you too, baby boy. LaRue Hash, salute. Brian Stemper, salute. Beyond Above Media, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Short Dog, salute. Ken Broadwater, salute. KO, salute. Massarm, salute. G5_Gabe, salute. James Miller, salute. KO, salute. Skinny Hardaway, Jet Ski, salute. Robin Montgomery, salute. Jay Harris, Too Real. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Sensu Shinobi, salute. He said, where you had at, Blue? Let me get it for you. Let me get it for you. Let me get it for you. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Tone Brown, Fly High 89. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Tani. Leo Davidson. Salute, salute. Let's get it in. So that's my son right there, man. I told y'all, man. That's my son right there in the chat. Marcus Luck, Mr. Sipper, salute. My brother Jet Ski in the super chat, he said, let's go, Blue. Yes, sir. Let's make it happen. Rocco 3, Fred Robinson, Darren Jones, Antonio Hicks, salute. So, as y'all know, Showtime Shawn Porter, two-time welterweight world champion. He said his only focus is Terence Bud Crawford. Smash that like button, man. We got 200 people here. Let's get 200 likes. Antonio Hicks, Big LT, salute. OBJ, salute. Anthony Nguyenri, salute. Javion Council, my brother in the super chat, salute to you, King. He said, salute, Blue, salute to you. Alex Corona, salute. So, Showtime Shawn Porter said that he's working out, he's focused, and his only focus is Terence Bud Crawford. AB Wall, salute. Cap City 518, salute. His only focus is Terence Bud Crawford. He says that Elijah Hannon, salute. Yeah, put the hat on, you know what I mean? So, Marlonius 76, salute. So, he said that he was training, he was hitting a heavy bag in the dark, and the only thing that was manifesting in his brain was facing off against Terence Bud Crawford. HBJ Dog, my brother, what's good? Now Augustine, my brother in Super Chat, he said, yes, sir, let's talk. Let's go, Blue Blood. You already know. We're going to get into this. Travis Touchdown, salute. The Shadow Assassin, salute. Misfit B, salute. What's good with you? Misfit B, I'm going to rent you up. There you go, King. James Miller, salute. So he says that the fans manifested it. They foresee it. They can see it. They can picture it. Roro, salute. Shalom, peace and blessings to you, King. The Shadow Assassin, salute. Combo Breaker 99, salute. Salute to my brother, Carolina Ryder, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue, man. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder in the super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. He said, salute. Let's get Blue to 100K subs, people. Yeah, for sure. Let's make it happen. Let's get it up to 100K, man. Talib Cunningham, salute. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder in that super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue, man. Salute to you. Hundo. Salute to my brother, man. One Main TV, salute. He always come through, always showing love. Smash Real TV, salute. He always come through, always showing love. Yeah, let's get it up to 100K, man. Let's make it happen, man. Let's get it up to 100K. Lawrence Williams, my brother, salute. He said, I put pressure on Porter and Bud with that paperwork I sent. You sure did. You sure did. And they got it. Oh, they know. Maloney at 76. Salute, my brother in the Super Chat. He said, can we get Porter versus Crawford and Manny versus Errol on the same card, winning fights each other? That will never happen. Too big. Too big. Valdecris, salute. They too big, man. KG Alexander, salute. Too many egos. Ain't no way one of them gonna be the undercard. Can you imagine? Terence Crawford don't want to take a 60-40 split. Can you imagine him being the undercard to the co-main event to Errol and Manny? Man, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. No way, no how. Frost 25, 1976. Salute. I know. Your boy Blue shouldn't be drinking that ginger ale. I know already. Smash that like button. We got 300 people. Let's get 300 likes, man. We got 330 people. Let's get 330 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. I'm all the way up. Dice Flawless, salute. All Martinez 1, salute. Hilario Villanueva, salute. Non-Ether Media Group, salute. He says the weekend, Blue, drink it up. Yeah, man, but you know your body don't know the difference. You know what I mean? Especially when you get to my age. Miguel, how you say your name? Miguel Montovo, salute. He said should be drink. I don't drink no more. Pop 375, salute. GD, yeah, your body don't know no different, man. Your body don't be like, it's the weekend. Your body be like, man, listen. Kenneth Howard, salute. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. We got 330 people. Let's get 330 likes, man. Let's make it happen. B Wade, salute. Blood and Bone, salute. My brother Bone, what's good with you, Bone? He said, remember when Don King put 5 title fights on one card on pay-per-view? Anything is possible. That's a fact. That's a fact, Bone. Todd Smith, salute. That's a fact. Man, they dig in the cut, Bone. You see what I'm saying? But they said, where your Blue, where your hat at? Oh, Roro, I'm watching all fights. Curtis Johnson, salute. All fights. You best believe I'm watching all fights. Jose Juarez, salute. Yep, back at you with another one. So let's get into this, right? So Showtime, Shawn Porter, DeAndre Carey, salute. First of all, let's get the likes up, man. We got 330 people. Let's get the likes all the way up. You understand? I know it's not my normal time slot. I know y'all not used to seeing me this late. You know, you rubbing your eyes, trying to clear it up, saying, is that really Blue at 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast? Yeah, it's me. You know what I mean? Jamal Henderson, salute. Robert Pitt, salute. It's me. You know what I mean? Just get a little wipe on. It's your boy Blue. We here. You know what I mean? Perfect Church, salute. We here. You know what I mean? We here. You know what I mean? My brother Taquan Savage, he was like, what up, Blue? We on or what? What we doing? Stephen Lamontis Hawkins, salute. I'm like, yeah, we on. You know what I mean? But I had to go with the wife and get the tiles. We redoing the house. That's why you ain't see no content from your boy Blue today. Stephen Lamontis Hawkins, salute. German Quarez, salute. I had a business meeting. Asherah Shapa Ben Yawada, salute. Skinny Hardaway, what's good? Nafir Nunn, salute. AJ Johnson, salute. Paco Juan, salute. 10 o'clock in Texas, too. Well, if it's 10 o'clock in Texas, that means 11 o'clock in New York. So I was off. You know what I'm saying? It's 11 o'clock here at night. You understand what I'm saying? You understand me? Tory Beckford, salute. Jacob Morton, salute. Hands up, 85, salute. Salah Udine, salute. John Thompson, salute. Brandon Wilder, salute. What's good with you? KC Dub, salute. So let's get into this. Sheena, salute. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. So, Pat Gordon, salute. Man, get the likes up, man. We got 350 people. Let's get them likes up. Y'all know how we do. Just because the time changed, don't mean the motto change. Y'all know the motto. Get the likes all the way up. You understand? Pull counter boxes. Salute. Yeah. Y'all hear the noise down there? Y'all hear it? The tiles? Yeah. El Bori, 1989. Salute. Real Gutter Music. Salute. What's good with you, King? San Antonio, Texas. My brother Stay Ready Boxer TV in the building. What's good with you, Stay Ready? Y'all hear it, right? They're breaking up the floor. You hear the tiles? Man, see, the wife is sleeping over there. But she had me in the tile store for 4 hours. 3-4 hours. Going down the same aisle over and over. You like this? Same thing, man. It all started to look the same to me. Christopher Schaefer, my brother in Super Chat. He said, salute, Blue. What's good with you this evening? Same old, same old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just pick one. You know what I'm saying? What about this one? You like this one? This one. And you go. You go back around, right? And you get the same one that you... Back to this one? Wait. Oh, it's time to come circle right back to this? Same one? Loving Down Gaither, salute. Man, I tell you. Just Shawn Jobs, my brother, salute. Hey, and it's only 3 hours in there. You sleep? Green screen is just a piece of paper. ain't no real separation. You know what I mean? Ain't no real separation there. You know what I mean? So smash that like button, man. We got 415 people, man. Let's get 415 likes. You understand me? You know what I mean? Has Dante, salute. My man in the super chat. He said, my man, hilarious. Salute. Man, you know how it is, man. We went down the same 4 hours for 4 hours. You know what I mean? 4 hours, an hour per hour. Looking at a towel. Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt? The historian in the building. Hey, Kurt, man. You know, I was tied up earlier, Kurt. I was tied up earlier. Okay. You ain't lied to me, Marie. You ain't lied. You told the truth there, boy. I tell you. Smash that like button. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, man. 430 people, man. Gotta get that ginger ale down with some water. Some good old water. H2O. So, Shawn Porter said, he said that he was hitting the heavy bag in the dark. He said he was hitting a heavy bag in the dark. And the only thing manifesting to him, Mr. Tally 140, salute, was facing Terence Crawford. Tone Banger, salute. He said that initially, 4 hours in the store, we stand an hour per hour. 4 hours, 1 hour per hour. Big Sid, salute. So he said that he was hitting a heavy bag, right? And while you're seeing 007 salute, right hook 1000 salute, and while he was hitting heavy bag, the only thing he could picture himself doing next was fighting Terence Crawford. Now, Mo 2013 salute, Gavin Washington salute. Now, Brian McIntyre, Bo Mac, trainer, manager, and of Terence Bud Crawford, and friend of Terence Bud Crawford, Real 88, salute. Mo B Town, Blow, salute. Baltimore, salute. Joseph Valentine, salute. He came on, well, he didn't really come on, LeVar Cooper, salute, but he was chiming in on my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. So salute to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. And Bomac, see, Keon, he goes live on multiple platforms. Troy Allen, salute. So Bomac chimed in. And Bomac tried to tell Keon and the brother Money Brown TV, go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV and go subscribe to my brother Keon. My brother 503 Lion was on there as well. D-Stacks TV, salute. Go subscribe to my brother 503 Lion. And Batman, right? We know Batman is Gary Russell's brother, right? And and Bomac chimed in talking about they ain't know nothing about boxing. Derek Banks, salute. So Keon was like, Bomac, I already gave you the invitation to come on the show. So Bomac was like, well, Terence Crawford, why should Terence Crawford have to fight these dudes at the top of the welterweight division when they all got losses? Huh? Then he said, not only do they all have losses, but he said Terence Crawford could do whatever he wants to do in his career. He don't have to. He said he don't have to. He said he don't have to fight anybody. He could do what he want in his career. This is what Bomac said. He said he could fight whoever he want to, right? And so Keon was like, why don't you tell him? He said nobody. This is what Bomac had to say. He said nobody. He said nobody is avoiding Errol Spence or any of these dudes at the top. He said, but the thing is, that y'all don't. He said that. So he said that y'all don't. So let's listen to what Bomac had to say, because he had a lot to say. This is my brother Kurt Anderson. What's good with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV, man. What's good? What's going on, chat?
Ain't nothing, Kurt, man. So I'm gonna take some we're gonna take some notes down on what Bomac had to say earlier. Right? Because Bomac came, he went on, he didn't go on, but he commented on Keon, Everything Boxing and Sport. He commented on the show. He was in the comment section, right? And he had a few interesting takes regarding the brothers' viewpoints and things in the sport of boxing, right? And he said, let's just go over what he said, Kurt. But first, let me properly introduce you, Kurt. We got my brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Friday night, we're getting ready for a nice weekend of boxing. I was just listening to some house music, man, and I saw you earlier. You said you was doing a late night stream because you was tired up.
Right.
So I was just in the mood for boxing, man. So I cut off the music. You came on. I was like, man, I feel like hearing some boxing. I feel like talking about some boxing. I've seen them because I was in the chat of Keon, Everything Boxing, and Bomac popped up, man. But Bomac is delusional. We'll talk about it. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow your lead.
Mm-hmm. Real Gutter Music, my brother in the super chat. He said, keep up the great work, Blue. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you. So smash that like button, man. We got 600 people. Let's get 600 likes. Smash that like button. Y'all know the motto. Get the likes up. We should have 600 likes right now. We only got 350. Get the likes up. Boxing Dash, Shallow 23, AB Wall, salute. Kenneth Howard, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 600, man. Smash that like button so we can get into this. So first of all, he Bomac was calling out money. That's the first thing he did, right? And before we get into that, Kurt, let's just talk about what Shawn Porter had to say, right? Shawn Porter said initially he didn't really have any thoughts of fighting Terence Crawford, right? And then he said, but as time went on, and as the fans started to demand it, especially after Errol Spence fight, he said the fans started to bring it to reality for him, and then he started to manifest it in his brain. Now he sees the fight happening. He says he was hitting the bag, Kirk, training, back working out. Marcus Williams, salute. He said he was back training, he was back working out, and he said he was in the dark. He said he was working out in the dark, pitch black dark, and he said he was hitting a heavy bag, and the only person he could foresee himself against was Terence Crawford. Now, obviously, he stated that, he feel like he got the style to beat anybody, but he definitely feel like he got the style to beat Terence Crawford. He said it's no secret what he gonna bring to the table, and he said he just wants them, essentially, because of their relationship, their friendship, right? He stated that, he just wants them to go to the negotiation tables and just negotiate, without, Kevin Price, salute, Chilltown Major, salute, without having to go the route of the mandatory, right? Now, we know Bob Arum stated, Lonzo Thompson, salute, LK Rod, salute, Heavy Betters Entertainment, salute. So now we know Bob Arum said that he said that if Shawn Porter take $1 million, he'll make the fight in a drop of a dime. He says, but anything more than that, he wants Al Heyman. He would allow, now listen what he said, Kurt. He would allow Bob Arum saying this, he would rather allow Al Heyman to go to a purse bid. He would allow Al Heyman to win the purse bid, thus holding Al Heyman accountable to pay the purses. Burgess Meredith, salute. So Al Heyman would have to fit the bill for the fight. So he said he said those are the two routes to get Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter. So he would allow Al Heyman to win the purse bid, so Al Heyman could be responsible for. So then essentially, Kurt, what he's doing is, right, Kurt, is he's giving Al Heyman all the control, right? So now Al Heyman would say when and where the fight take place. He don't mind doing that as long as Al Heyman pays the bill, right? and on the flip side, the only other way is if Shawn Porter only takes $1 million. $1 million. Drew Titan, my brother. What's good with you? Go subscribe to my brother, Drew Titan. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 600. Gil K. Seal, salute. Appreciate you, King. He said top 3 channels. My brother, Money Brown TV. Money, I was going to get into this. I wasn't going to let this go. So Bob Arum said that he would allow it to go to a purse bid, Kurt. So he would lose purposely. So Al Heyman, Lou Hinton, what's good with you, Lou Hinton? The predicate, salute. Lou Hinton is a pillar of Blue Blood Sports TV. Zeke Prescott, Sherman Callahan, Lloyd Roca, salute. So Kurt, he would purposely lose the purse bid so that Al Heyman could win the purse bid. And then Al Heyman could call all the shots, but he'll be responsible for paying the prices. True Blue 1, salute. Jay Gibson, salute. Ancestral Race, salute. Have you ever heard that before, Kurt?
I've never seen a number 1 pound-for-pound fighter get treated so poorly, and a known fighter like Terence Crawford. And I was listening to the interview with Bob Arum when he was on Fred Barbershop, show. And he's trying to underpay and undermine Shawn Porter. He did the same thing to Danny Garcia when the fight was on the table. But yet he overpaid Amir Khan, giving him $7 million.
$7 million.
And now he's doing it to Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, he should have got the $7 million, and Khan should have got the $1 million. It's just something with Bob that ain't registering. He's trying to keep all the money. He feels he wasted enough money, and Terence Crawford is not worth it. That's how he feels. He can go on these shows even our show, and say whatever he wanted to say. But the proof is in the pudding. He don't think much of Terence Crawford. He don't think much of Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter ain't going to accept no $1 million. So he becomes a mandatory in the purse bid, so he only get 25%. You know, Shawn Porter is a named former world champion, an elite world-class fighter who gave Spence hell and beat Danny Garcia, you know, barely lost to Kell Brook. You know, so you got to pay that man. You know, if Porter fight Crawford, man, you got to pay that man $4 or $5 million, man. You know, I don't know how much he'll take. Do you think he'll take $3 million? That's a big fight, and he deserves much more than that. Shawn Porter is a throwback fighter, and he'll fight anybody. You know, but Bob don't want to spend. He treat him like a redheaded stepchild. But I tell you what, I bet you he'll pay Ramirez or Josh Taylor that $3 or $4 million.
Sure will. Hey, Kurt, Mr. Finesse, salute. You're saying 007 said something. He said something that make all the sense in the world. He said Shawn Porter getting paid more than that working on Fox. He is. He is. Like, and so now he essentially wants. He don't want to pay. So this is the proof is here. Listen, we have almost 800 people. Smash the like button. So this is the proof, right? They didn't want to pay Danny Garcia. If you only wanted to give Shawn Porter $1 million, can you imagine what they thought of giving Keith Thurman when he said $10 million? That was like, you imagine what they thought about when Keith Thurman said $10 million? Raphael Murphy, salute. That boy Tito won, salute. Can you imagine what was going through their minds when Keith Thurman said $10 million? If they only think Shawn Porter is worth $1 million? $1 million?
I can't believe when he said that. I almost fell out my bed. I was laying down, listening to the interview, and I almost fell out my bed. You know, what you gonna pay $1 million for him to show up at a press conference?
Right.
I know you ain't talking about $1 million for the fight.
And Bob said, and he take $1 million, we'll make it a drop it down. I'm sure you would. Tracy Jackson, salute. In the super chat, he said, Khan got $7 million to make Bud look good. Bud is fake. This is what I'm saying. Danny Webb, salute. How could you, San Francisco City Slicker, I'm gonna rent you up. Jay Gunner 34, salute. El Padrino, salute. Kurt, $1 million? $1 million for Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter has fought Kell Brook, close fight, he lost. He's fought Danny Garcia and beat him. He's fought Errol Spence in a very close fight. He's fought Keith Thurman in a very close fight. He beat Andre Berto. He beat Adrian Broner. He beat Paulie Malignaggi. He beat Devin Alexander. Look at his resume.
Crazy. It's crazy.
And he's only worth $1 million? Come on. There's no way. If this is what Bob Arum feels like these guys are worth. It is no way possible that you could say that these fighters don't want to fight Terence Crawford. The real King Sherrod, salute. Tracy Holmes, salute. It's abundantly clear they just have zero interest to pay Terence Crawford's opponent. Zelly 1327, what's good with you, King? Stanley Bailey, salute. They have zero interest in paying Terence Crawford for any opponents. That's what Keith Thurman said. He said if you pay for sheeps, you're going to get sheeps. You gotta start paying for lions, right? Terence Crawford is not interested. And so here's the thing. This is what, like I said, Mr. Wilkins, salute. Terence Crawford doesn't want to cause any waves. You understand? He don't want to. So what he does is he knows good and well. That's why Terence Crawford, Rico Foster, salute. That's why Terence Crawford stated, if I'm not with Top Rank and Bob Arum, I know I could easily make these fights. Yes, because you know that the fight, would Terence Crawford take $1 million? Now, here's the thing. If Keith Thurman said, here go $1 million, Terence Crawford, let's fight. Would Terence Crawford take that $1 million? And would the fans and everybody be willing to say, and stand behind Keith Thurman and say, man, Terence Crawford need to take that $1 million? Would anybody say that? Would anybody be on board and say, man, that's a good number? Nobody would say that. Listen, we got 815 people. Let's get 815 likes. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up, people. Smash the like button. J.A., salute. Mr. Wawa, salute. Lucia Johnson, peace and blessings. So, Elijah Hanna, salute. Who would, if anybody, King Senior, salute. If Errol Spence turned around right now, Donald now the 65-year-old G Grant, triple OG, what's good with you? What's good with you, triple OG? So would anybody be backing if Keith Thurman said, hey, go $1 million, would y'all say that's a good number for Terence Crawford to take? Big brother in life, salute. If anybody on the PBC said, hey, go, if Manny Pacquiao said, hey, go $1 million, let's fight. Y'all, the first thing people would say, oh, they don't really want to fight. Isn't that what the first thing they'll say, Kurt? Dawg, see, they offered $1 million just for the sake of saying they made an offer. They don't really want to fight Terence Crawford. Ain't that what they say, Kurt?
Yeah. Just imagine, he probably didn't want to give Brook $2 million. I know he did.
He didn't want to give Kell Brook $2 million. But then just think about it though, Kurt. He said nothing more, nothing, not a penny more. Kurt, he said not a penny more, not a penny less for Shawn Porter. But he gave Kell Brook $2 million. And just think about this. Vasyl Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez made more than that.
Yep.
So Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko, you think it's okay for them to make more money than Shawn Porter? That doesn't even sound right. And it's take it or leave it. And then here's where people needs to pay attention to. And we're gonna get into Bomac's comment. But here's what people need to pay attention to. If you offer him Mr. 123 DTS, salute. If that was offered, right? And he didn't want to up the ante from 1 million, okay? We know the number they paid for Danny Garcia was low. So here's the thing. They're not willing to pay big money for 60-40 fight for Terence Crawford. And like I said, Terence Crawford doesn't want to cause any waves because Terence Crawford knows good and well, him and Bomac and everybody over there, they know good and well, right? That those type of numbers are not suffice. That nobody on the level of Shawn Porter or Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia or Errol Spence, they ain't taking those types of numbers. Nobody's going to accept those types of numbers. And so then here's another sticking point that people need to take into account, Kurt. Then he said, unless he makes Errol Spence fight a 50-50 fight, we'll just wait him out. But wait a minute. The people were saying, wasn't they just telling me and you, Kurt, the other day that Errol Spence is trying to wait out Terence Crawford? Isn't that what they told us, Kurt?
Sure did.
But Bob Arum says, we'll just wait them out. So wait a minute. Bob Arum essentially is waiting out Terence Crawford as well. Because what everybody said, oh, Errol Spence is waiting for Terence Crawford to get older. Okay, so now let's just look into these numbers now. Let's delve into these numbers. Once again, the numbers don't lie, right? The numbers tell the truth. We look at the numbers, right? In the numbers, Errol Spence has done $350,000 with Mikey Garcia. He did $325,000 with Shawn Porter. And now they're saying he done well over $300,000. Because see, here's another thing, right? They are reporting the lowest possible number. The lowest number possible that they figure Errol Spence and Danny Garcia to do is 250. That's the lowest number. Why would they report the lowest number? That's the safe number. But it was told to me and just other sources, but they reported the lowest number possible, 250,000 plus. What's 250,000 plus? 250,000 plus could be anything over 250,000. And they expecting, but they didn't report that they expecting it to top out at least 320 to 315 to 320. But everybody's reporting the lowest possible number of 250. NBA D Nice, salute. Edwin Sanchez, salute. Why not report and just say it could match the number he did with Shawn Porter or a little less? Why would you report the lowest possible number? Why? Because they want to downplay pay-per-view. Who is pay-per-view? PBC. Mr. Sinister, salute. They do pay-per-view. Right? And what does everybody's complaint is pay-per-view. You understand? So that this is their way of trying to do, well, look, what's the first thing? Every time they report a number, it's always the lowest possible number. When they reported Jamel and Jamal Charlo's numbers, they try to give you 70,000. The first numbers come up. No, then I was told it did well over 240,000. But the first number they tell you is 70,000. Oh, we heard it did 70,000. Right? You're always going to hear these low numbers. They don't report the big number. But then, right, Kurt? Now check this out. When the official numbers come in, you don't hear no more from these other media members, do you, Kurt? All you hear is the low numbers, but when the official numbers come out, you hear nothing else. Mr. Finesse, salute.
Because...
Go ahead, Kurt. G. Al, what's good with you, bro?
See, but what Bob Aaron is doing, he's taking the first number he hears. But when you counting up pay-per-views, it doesn't take one day. The numbers are still climbing. You got to add everything up. That's the trajectory. It's like a voting for the president. He'll take the first number and run with it, where you got to wait, and the numbers will climb a little bit, and they'll climb. And then after a certain time, when they tally up everything, he doesn't use that number, like call it 320,000. He'll take the first number that he will hear and be like, oh, I only sold 250,000, but $75. And even if that was the case, $75 a pop, that's probably 18.7 million. It made money. And there's 16,000 people that was in the stadium. But that's his job because he's a rival promoter. So, and he has a fighter that's fighting, Spence, so he has to undermine it in any which way he can. Every fight that PBC has, he try to undermine it. He undermined the Tank and Santa Cruz fight. So that's his job. But see, this all comes back on Bud. It's stalling his career. He's just gridlock. He's just stuck in traffic. But I was reading between the lines, and basically Bob was saying, well, we're going to try to do our best and for Terence Crawford to stay on top rank. If he decides to go, then good luck to him. That's telling me right there that Terence should leave, and there's a good chance, man, because, his attitude, see, people can lie, but attitudes will always show his true self, and his attitude to like, well, we're going to throw him off out there. If you don't take it, then, he's welcome to go elsewhere. No respect at all,
man. And Neil Davis, salute. And then think about this too, Curry, right? Let's say it did do 250,000. That's still combined more. That's still 40,000 people, 40,000 buys, more than Terence Crawford's 2 pay-per-views put together. He only did with Amir Khan and with Victor Postol 210 total thousand pay-per-views. So you tally up, let's say it did 250,000. Okay, that's still more. That's still 40,000 more than Terence Crawford did with 2 pay-per-views. So this one pay-per-view is still more than Terence Crawford's 2. So we know. So Bob Aaron is saying that, well, at the end of the day, True Blue One, salute. He's saying at the end of the day, the thing is, it got to be 50-50. We're not talking, we all agree that the talent in the ring is 50-50. We're not talking about the talent in the ring. We're talking about the promotion and the star outside of the ring. Pat Lyman, salute. That's what we're talking about. The talent in the ring, 704 Joe, salute. Yes, 50-50 talent. John Thompson, salute. Kevin Money, salute. Outside of the ring, who's the draw? The draw outside of the ring is clearly Errol Spence. It's not even close. So if this is his lowest pay-per-view, let's just stick by the 250 number. If this is his lowest pay-per-view, it's still his one pay-per-view is still more than Terence Crawford's 2 pay-per-views. His free TV, Terence Crawford's free TV topped out 2 million views, right? That guy George, salute. What's good with you? 2 million views, right? Errol Spence's free TV did 6 million views. And then people gonna say, well, he had the Olympics. Well, guess what? The biggest sport in the country, in the US, United States, is football, college or NFL. Whichever one you choose. They both huge. And some people will say college is bigger than NFL, right? So guess what? Wendell Augusti, salute in the super chat. Salute, Blue. Long time listener, first super chat. Keep cooking, Blue. Much respect and support to you, brother. Salute to you. I appreciate you 1,000% to you. Football is the biggest. So guess what? The Olympics comes around once in a while, right? So guess what? Then people say, well, Errol Spence had the Olympics that directly, they passed the baton. The Olympics was on, and then he fought Leonard Bundu. But guess what? Errol Spence was not a champion. He was not considered the best fighter in the world. Leonard Bundu was not a high-profile fighter, and nor was he a high-profile fight. Okay? So essentially, you had 2 contenders fighting at that point in time, right? Terence Crawford had college football. Phil J 508, Jashawn Giles, salute. Big Dose 513, salute. Macadocious Mac of the South, salute. Smash the like button. We got 900 people. Let's get 900 likes. Dahlia Internet, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Stephen Taylor, stomp him out, salute. We got 900 people. Let's get 900 likes. Shawn Miller, salute. We got 915 people. Let's get 915 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Abdul Muhammad, salute. Smash the like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it. Get it all the way up. Omega Red, salute. Jordan Flores, salute. So we look at the sport of football. David the Real Thomas, salute. It's just as big as the Olympics in the States. That overlapped Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook. Guess what? Leonard Bundu and Errol Spence was on what? CBS or something like that. Terence Crawford was on the biggest sporting platform in the world. That kid, ATL, salute. Cleddy Smith, salute. On ESPN. And it was a former world champion who had a whole country in the UK and is a bigger star in the UK than Leonard Bundu. Okay? So with that said, no, Errol Spence, Leonard Bundu was on CBS or NBC. So it was on NBC, free TV. So he had the Olympics pass him the baton. College football passed Terence Crawford the baton. So guess what? College football, some people don't know, some people may out there don't understand. You have college football stadiums, multiple, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, multiple stadiums that hold 100,000 fans. They have more 100,000 seat arenas than the NFL by far. Guy needs fire, salute. I think the NFL only has one, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Am I right, Kurt?
Yeah, that's true. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, there's only one NFL team that have 100,000 seats. Moped Moses, salute. L. Bird, salute. True Blue 45, salute. So college football is a bigger, it's a bigger marketing. So that they have 100,000 seat arenas, multiple. Salute Harold Jones, Atlanta in the building, right? Yeah, Shogun 76, yes sir. So college football is just as big in the NFL, if not bigger. Okay? So the Super Bowl now is bigger than anything, is bigger than the national championship. But don't get it wrong. The national championship is huge. Melrose, salute. It's huge. They got 100,000 people at the national championship game. Believe that. Believe that. Go ahead, Kurt.
I think maybe the Rams I think the new stadium might hold 100,000. I'm not sure. I have to check, but there's only a couple of stadiums. But college football, when Ohio State plays Michigan, they have to add more seats. You can get 110,000 people in the stadium. I haven't seen them do that when Ohio State plays Michigan, man. So, but that's not, putting Earl at the Olympics, that was a brilliant move. He took off after that. So it doesn't matter if the Olympics, he came on at the Olympics. That's just good promotions. They did everything right with Earl. That's why, he's a pay-per-view fighter now. They did everything right, and Bob Arum and Crawford, they did everything wrong.
Yep. Mr. Sinister, yes, sir, I'm watching Shakur Stevenson. Pure Muscle, salute. Mr. Wawa, salute. So then you look at it. So he did 6 million. So let's say the Olympics accounted for 4 million views. You take 4 million, he still did just as much as Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford had the biggest sporting platform in ESPN. He had another former world champion over next to him in the fight with a country behind him. Wireless Buzz, Airbuzz Shop, salute. And he did 2 million free views. Shawn Porter fought Familia and did 1.2 free views. So what does that tell you, right? Okay, so Bob Arum stating that and then planting the seed and telling y'all that this is a 50-50 fight or no fight is incorrect. So essentially, who's not trying to make the fight is Team Crawford, not Errol Spence. It's Team Crawford, not Errol Spence. You got to look at it from the business standpoint, right? Business, why would you listen, do the driver, I gave y'all this analogy yesterday, do a truck driver and his helper get the same amount of money? Absolutely not. Mr. Community, salute to Cincinnati. Does a truck driver and his helper get the same amount of money? Absolutely not. Why? Because they have two different responsibilities. So why does Errol Spence and Terence Crawford have to be a 50-50 fight or no fight when they have two different responsibilities? Because it's okay for Terence Crawford to fight the opponents, the level of opponents that he's fighting, because Bob Arum don't want to pay higher profile fights, and it's accepted. It's accepted by the fans. But to Errol Spence, it's not accepted. Coming off of a car accident, coming off a horrific car accident, just 12 days after unifying the titles, the people was already saying, man, Errol Spence should have fought somebody better. Dude been out the ring for 14 months. 14 months. And fought Danny Garcia. And people was already saying, man, look who he fight, man. Danny Garcia ain't that good. Huh? Trey Hill, salute. But this the same Danny Garcia. If he fought Terence Crawford, people would approve of it. I'm confused. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 900. Life 107, family, fitness, boxing, travel, and health. Salute. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. We ain't talking about that. We talking about Bob Arum saying that if Al Heyman and Errol Spence don't budge off and make it a 50-50, then they will not make the fight. They will wait. Bob Arum said that they will essentially, he said that we'll just allow Al Heyman to continue to waste money on pay-per-view events without making high-profile fights. But Terence Crawford is essentially going along with this because you're sitting on the shelf. These guys are fighting each other. So guess what? Tracy Jackson, salute in the super chat. Bud versus Arum was fake beef just to get Heyman to overpay for Bud. Al doesn't want Bud in his stable as a welterweight because Bud is not real 147-pounder. They think he's a great talent, man. Chuga, fantastic. Salute in the super chat. I appreciate you. And here's another thing, right, Kurt? And so now he says, Treston Patterson, salute. So smash the like button. Get the likes to 900. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash it. Let's get the likes up to 900. Smash the like button, peoples. So here's another thing he said, right, Kurt? He said that, we'll just wait him out. But the fans are saying it's Errol Spence trying to wait out Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is 33 years old. 33. G Money, salute. J Lynn, salute. He's 33 years old. How are you going to wait? What more is he waiting for? He said, we'll just wait and let Al Heyman overpay. So now it brought me back to this, right? Immediately. If he didn't want to pay Shawn Porter more than $1 million, please somebody help me understand. How was he going to pay Manny Pacquiao $20 million? Zoe Fuller, salute. Eric Roberts, salute. Scampy, salute. He don't want to pay Errol Spence. He wants Errol Spence to be a 50-50 fight. Right? They wanted to split it down the middle, 50-50. Pure muscle salute. So how did they have a deal in place for Manny Pacquiao when we know when Manny Pacquiao was signed to Top Rank, he was under the banner with Bob Arum and with Terence Crawford, and he asked for $20 million, and they said he was pricing himself out. Anwar Willis, salute. They said he was pricing himself out. They said that he didn't want the fight because it was a passing the torch fight, and he was looking to cash out. Then he left, and Bob Arum confirmed that he got $20 to $25 million to fight Adrian Broner. Then Bob Arum also confirmed that he knows that they overpaid him to fight Keith Thurman. And Bob Arum says he was completely happy that he wasn't accountable for having to pay Manny Pacquiao that much money. So why now? This Charles Young, salute in the super chat. He said Errol Spence Jr. was right. Crawford's toughest opponent is Bob Arum. That's a fact. Edwin Sanchez, salute. But then he's wrong. William Sebastian, salute. Because Terence Crawford doesn't want to hold Bob Arum accountable. DeAndre Carey, TZ Franks, Maurice McElroy, salute. He don't want to hold them accountable. Jay West, salute. Box Conversation with my brother Reggie Owens, salute. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation with Reggie Owens. Great brother, man. Go subscribe to his channel. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV as well. He's in the building. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 900. So Kurt, he said that he was glad that he didn't have to hold, he didn't have to be accountable. Ebony Queen, peace and blessings to you, Queen. He was glad that he wasn't accountable for having, he was like, woo, I'm glad. Essentially, Curry said, I'm glad I dodged that one. I ain't have to pay that money, so I was happy. So now, help me understand, people. Why would Manny Pacquiao double back, do a deal with Bob Arum, and take less money now when he's done made $50 million for Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman fight, and he stands to make that or more to fight Errol Spence? Why would he double back when he can make that more than likely that amount of money, maybe slightly less, right? And fight Mikey Garcia, Doc Holliday TV, salute. So, or why would he double back, right? And do that when he could fight Conor McGregor? So you telling me he would double back, take far less? Is no way he's making anything close to $20 million with Bob Arum in Top Rank for a Terence Crawford fight. What's the first thing Terence Crawford said in that article? And I have the receipts. Terence Crawford said, David, salute. He said, Scampy, salute. Terence Crawford said, we had a deal, a venue, and a location, and a date for the Pacquiao fight. Only thing, the money was there. Well, it was almost there. Well, it wasn't quite there, but it was almost there. Slick T, salute. So the money wasn't there because we know the number that Manny Pacquiao is looking for, $20 million. So he never agreed. If the money wasn't there when he was signed to Top Rank and he was with Bob Arum and with Terence Crawford under the same promotional banner, and he didn't agree then, why would he agree and he's not with them and the money's still not there? Ahmed Ra, salute. Why? He would not. He never agreed. So this just tells you he never agreed. And what further is proof that he never agreed? Here goes more proof that he never agreed. Where he didn't acknowledge Terence Crawford ever. So the fight fell through, according to Bob Arum and Terence Crawford, for November 14th. The fight fell through because of the Board of Health, right? But he never acknowledged them. Eugene Aaron III, salute. He never acknowledged them at all whatsoever. He never said, good luck. We had a fight in place. After this, hopefully we'll make it happen. Nothing was said. Nothing. He never acknowledged him. After Terence Crawford beat Kell Brook, he didn't congratulate him. Before he fought him, he didn't wish him luck. He said nothing. Zero. Zilt. Nothing. He didn't acknowledge him at all whatsoever. But Errol Spence fights Danny Garcia. Now, get this, Kurt. They had a deal in place, Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. They had a deal in place. So Errol Spence fights, he don't have a deal in place. He had nothing in place with Manny Pacquiao. He's not even mentioning Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's not even on his radar. All we concerned with is Errol Spence looking the same, right? So Manny Pacquiao wishes him luck before the fight. Then after the fight, he congratulates him and welcomes him back. Then his manager and team says that they contacted Errol Spence to let him know that they want to fight in 2020, 2021. And yet, in all of that, they still haven't acknowledged Terence Crawford. But they had a deal in place to fight Terence Crawford. Something is wrong there. That doesn't add up. I'm confused. That just doesn't add up at all whatsoever. Because here's the thing. The number one sticking point for Manny Pacquiao has always been this. I want $20 million. When he was signed over there, when he left over there, he wants $20 million. And do you think for a second that he's going to double back and take far less money to fight Terence Crawford now? And we know if Bob Arum said that he's not willing to pay anybody more than, we know the number he topped off was Terence Crawford's guaranteed purse, right? A 2.5 or 3 million or 3.5, whatever it is, right? But Lomachenko got 2.5. So we know they're not even thinking about going into $5 million range, let alone 20 million. Okay, do you think that Manny Pacquiao was going to take less than the 10 million that Keith Thurman asked for? And they said Keith Thurman was way off. So how much you think Manny Pacquiao was going to make? After Bob Arum, Mr. Monk, my brother in Super Chat, said, I'm just waiting for someone to ask Manny about the negotiation with Bob. I'm willing to bet Manny won't know anything about it. Or I'm on the same page with you. Jay Gibson, my brother in Super Chat, said, I'm a Bud fan, but Bud looking bad. And after Spence versus Garcia and Spence denied Vault IFs with Spence. I don't know what that means, bro. Carl Batson, my brother in the Super Chat, he said, speak the facts, bro. Crawford should have left top rank. Arum just, messing up his career. Yeah. Which channel? What's happening with you? Right? So this is it's just something, smash the like button. We got 1,000 people here. We should have 1,000 likes. Lewis Allen, salute. We should have, the Vlad. Okay, yeah, for sure. Facts. Thank you, Wireless Buzz Shop, because I ain't understand. My brother Scampy in the Super Chat said, Manny is worth every penny. He won't take less to fight Crawford at 41 years old. Makes no sense. Exactly. Why would he just decide years later, 4 years later, or whatever may have you, 7 years later, 6 years later, to just say, you know something? I'll take less now. Huh? He got older. He got more responsibilities now. Why would he wake up, feel his maid salute? Why would he wake up today and say, okay, I'll take less now? Melvin Harris, salute. That don't add up. That just don't add up. And then he never even acknowledged Terence Crawford. Never acknowledged him. So you're telling me that this is, he don't want to pay, no, he didn't, remember, Teofimo Lopez was like, listen, Stu Baby Love TV, salute. Teofimo Lopez was like, listen, if y'all don't give me some more money for this fight with Lomachenko, I'm not fighting. Jason May, salute. Kevin Mann, salute. And then they upped it up some. Johnny Q, salute. Lomachenko only got 2.5. Waiver Runner Lay, salute. BT the boss, 402, salute. He said, because Spencer's easier fight, that's why. I don't know why. Why would you think that? Fat Cat Shadow Boxing, salute. Mr. Mechanical, salute. So I'm just confused as to Beyond Above Media. Let me rent you up. Yeah, Lomachenko got 2.5 for the Lopez fight. Lopez got, what did he got? 1.7 or something like that for that fight. They gave Kell Brook, we know they started off at 1.5 and then they gave a reported $2 million for Kell Brook. Like, so what makes us believe that so you think Manny Pacquiao was going to take $5 million? You think Manny Pacquiao was taking anything less than $15 million? Absolutely not. There's no way that Manny Pacquiao is going to take anything less than $15 million. No way. No way. So it's hard for me to believe that they had a deal in place to fight in November, and he never even acknowledged the possibility of him fighting Terence Crawford. That's a huge fight, Harry Jones Jr., salute. Kurt, that's a huge fight. You're going to tell me in such a big fight, a fight of that magnitude, you didn't hear Freddie Roach? You didn't hear Manny Pacquiao. You didn't hear Team Pacquiao. Gary Childress, salute. You heard nobody. No whispers. Nothing. This solely came from Bob Arum and Terence Crawford. You heard nothing from nobody on the other side. Nobody. Only Bob Arum and Terence Crawford. Beyond Above Media, salute. Appreciate you in the super chat. He said, keep being you, bro. Salute. Appreciate you, King. And Rob, my brother in the super chat, he said, Bud not ready, Blue. I got my money on Porter. Salute to you. Appreciate you. Kenneth Howard, salute. So that's what I'm saying. So now you say Shawn Porter, right, Kurt? $1 million to fight Shawn Porter? Or you would let him go to a purse bid, Al Heyman, and win the purse bid so Al Heyman could be accountable for it. You don't want to make big fights. But then, get this now. Remember, Terence Crawford said, I'm not going to hold Bob Arum accountable because I know Bob Arum he tried and wants to make all these big fights. Huh? This is how he's trying to make the big fights? And how did Terence Crawford get less money than Amir Khan? On his own network. Can you imagine Amir Khan making more money to fight Errol Spence than Errol Spence makes? Now, I don't know what Terence Crawford made on the back end, right? I don't know what Terence Crawford, how he made up that money. Because I have a hard time believing, I just can't believe that in that fight, Amir Khan made more money than Terence Crawford. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe that he made more money than Terence Crawford in his own stable, on his own platform, on his own. I can't believe that. Adrian Williams, my brother in Super Chat, he says, salute, brother. Been tuned in for some time now. Keep speaking the truth. I appreciate you, Adrian Williams. I just can't believe it. 7 Mile Rook said, I do. I just can't. I can't bring myself to believe it. I just can't. I can't do it. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Well, what you think about that, Kurt? Do you think that Manny Pacquiao, then we're going to get into Bomax comments on my brother Keon, everything boxing and sport. Because the first thing he said was, don't listen to these brothers because they don't know what they're talking about boxing. And I invited Bomac to come on this show. Dapper Douglas, salute. I invited Bomac on there at that moment to come on this show, speak your truth, and tell the people otherwise. Una Sib, salute. Tell the people otherwise. You don't have to be in favor of me or any of the brothers. Come tell the people, use the platform, and tell the people otherwise. Tell the people that we are completely wrong. But what you think about that, Kurt? Do you think that Manny Pacquiao actually signed the contract? He had a deal in place?
Nah, man, I'm going to make an analogy, and a lot of men, probably some in the chat been through this. You have a girl, right? And she's begging you every day, harassing you. I want to get married, I don't got no ring. So a man will buy her a shut-up ring. He doesn't mean it. His heart, he doesn't mean it. He goes to the jewelry store. He surprises her with a ring so he can shut her up. And that analogy, if I can see going back and tell him, bro, Terence, the fight is close. You and Manny Pacquiao, you're going to be fighting October such and such in Dubai somewhere. And Terence was hyped because he was led astray, and he went for the okey-doke. But there was never going to be a fight because Bob he can't afford to pay Pacquiao $20. He don't want to. Bob has gotten cheap because Bob just don't believe in his model anymore that he can get money on his return. And I know he's keeping himself in the butt by losing Mayweather. I know it, but he ain't going to tell you. Bob been in the business too long, so he sees it as I'm losing money, or if I'm lucky, I'll break even. He can't afford Manny no more. He can't afford him, to pay $25 million. And that's why Manny left. You see, Manny got that money when he fought Bonner and Thurman. And plus the disrespect he has for Crawford, and paying Amir. How can you pay Amir Khan $7 million? You're crazy. Paying him more than your house fighter and Terence Crawford. So, just like somebody said, Buzz toughest opponent is Bob Arum, man, because even though you're a boxer, the business has to be right, and the business is not right. So, now it's like you better get 60-40 but he wants 50-50, and his skills say 50-50, but the business doesn't. You know, Bob is having Terence believe that he was always going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. And Manny ain't say nothing about Earl or Terence. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't fight either one. Mm-hmm. And that's a juicy fight, but he hasn't said nothing yet. It's like he's waiting for something. It's like he's waiting for McGregor to have this match in January, and then if McGregor wins, and then Manny be like, oh, I think I'm fighting McGregor. I'm just saying hypothetically, but, you know, I can see that happening because I know fighters and, you know, sport of boxing is crazy. You know, why Manny gave congratulations to Spence, but he didn't say, I'll see you early 2021 or the summer of 21. He gave you no indication.
But don't forget, Kurt, his manager did let it be known when he said that they contacted Errol Spence to let it known that they interested in fighting him and challenge themselves in 2021 against Errol Spence.
Right. Unless the contract is signed, then I'll believe it.
Right. But at least he alluded to it. At least his team is even mentioning Errol Spence. And the thing is, Kurt, like I said, Errol Spence is not even mentioning Manny Pacquiao. They'll mention him more than he's mentioning them. But then Terence Crawford is mentioning Manny Pacquiao, and he's making zero mention of Terence Crawford. Zero. There's no indications. There's nothing. Captain Full G, my brother, salute in the super chat. Two Kings, salute. Knowledge on Spence, last southpaw opponent or opponent. Salute. Salute on kicking knowledge. Salute to you, King. The last time Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Wait, you said Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? It said last time. Two Kings, salute. Knowledge on Spence, last southpaw opponent or opponents. That's a good question. Who was the last southpaw he fought, Kurt?
Yeah, let me see. Let me start eliminating. Wow. I'm trying to think.
Was Van Herden?
I was thinking that. It might have been Van Herden.
Yeah, Mr.
Somebody, I'm thinking that. His name popped up in my head. But
yeah, Mr. Monson.
What was it? Well, Campbell wasn't a southpaw, right?
No, right? Campbell wasn't. B-Rail 87, no. Salute. Mr. Mont said Van Herden. Samuel Vargas is a southpaw too? Kurt Donald, now a 65-year-old G Grant. He said whoever it was, Earl Spence. He said whoever it was, Errol Spence worked him out. It didn't matter, huh, OG? It didn't matter.
Speaking of Van Herden, he fighting next Saturday against Jaron Ennis.
Yeah, and BoxRec still don't have it up. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1K. Dolly Internet, she said, "Blue, where the chips at?" They right here. I'm trying to stay away from him, man. DJ Black Charm Music, salute. Salah Udine, he said, Blue, Van Herden is a southpaw. Okay. Jalen Thompson said they took it down for some reason. Yeah, I ain't see it up. Jesky said, eat a chip, Blue. They know I started getting going when I eat them chips, man. Muggsy 23, salute. I start snacking. The General 7-8 be like, man, they go Blue with them snacks, man. But yeah, man, so let's get into this, what Bomac had to say, right? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Mr. Sinister, Mike Weary the Great, salute. Yeah, we're going to get into what Bomac had to say. Bama Jeff 79, right? Here's the thing. Smash that like button. Once y'all get the likes to 1K, and we're going to get into this Bomac, what Bomac had to say. Johnny Player, woke, salute. Michael Cromwell, salute. Cromwell, do you already talk about Teofimo versus Crawford? That ain't happening. Khalid Rauf, Abin Hamed Bey, salute. Willie Perdue, salute. Some things, man, need not to be addressed, man. Just because they put news out there, man, they put that bait out there. You ain't got to bite on it. Terence Crawford, Glenn Rose, Labodos. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. The Creepy TV, salute. Taylor for Wealth, salute. Yeah, man, just because Drew Hustle, salute. Just because they put some info out there or they mention something, you got to remember, social media, they are regular people as well. And clearly, Terence Crawford was just, just texting out and, he was just throwing things out there. He ain't going back down to 135. Come on. He can't make 135. Packed on too much muscle. L-Town, salute. He packed on far too much muscle. Lafayette Gilchrist, salute. He won't be successful. Right? And if he do go back down to 135, set the tone blast, salute. He'll never be able to, walk away from that. Stan Swoosh, salute. He will never be able to, turn back the clock if he attempt to do that. He can't. Because, listen, there's even fights for him better at 140. And if you're going to go all the way 35, you might as well just stay at 47 and wait for Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez to just win their fight. And whoever wins come up to fight you at 147. It's just some things just need not to even be addressed. Right? It just need Trick Nolte, salute. It needs not to even be addressed. Some things it's not even necessary. Mark Spears, salute. Kareem Ebanks, salute. He's packed on too much muscle. Did you see how big he is in the Kell Brook fight? DJ OMG 813, salute. Yeah, audio and video tweaking. Oh yeah, that's because I got Kurt on my speaker because I still don't have my laptop. So
only one fighter can move up and down in weight. That was Tommy Hearns.
Tommy Hearns. Yep.
I've never seen a fighter that can. I mean, this dude went from middleweight to light heavyweight and dropped back down to middleweight. That's 15 pounds, and he did it with no problem.
Mm-hmm. Kieran Alexa, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. But you know what, Kurt? He never packed on a whole pile of muscle. He stayed the same. His frame stayed the same. You know what I mean? He did it. His genetics was great, man. Because you didn't know if he was up or down, his body still looked the same. Producers TV, salute. His body still looked the same. Obviously, when he went up, he obviously had on more weight. But he didn't look dramatically different. Like when Roy Jones went up to heavyweight, the difference, Pac-Man, ATL, Tay, my brother Tay, what's good with you, Tay? When Roy Jones went up to heavyweight, the amount of muscle that he put on, man, I saw a picture of Roy Jones, Kurt. I'm like, man, is this even real?
It's easy to come in here and to deflect.
Oh, snap.
Deflect and say,
okay. So, Kurt, look at this picture. I'm going to put this picture up, Kurt, of Roy Jones. I'm like, is that real? I'm like, that can't be real, this picture of Roy Jones. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I had to screenshot this picture, Kurt. Because I'm like, no, that can't be real. Look at Roy Jones. I'm going to put this picture up on the screen. Box fan, salute. Put this picture of Roy Jones up. I'm like, man, this picture got to be Photoshopped. Roy Jones had so much muscle on him. I'm like, this got to be Photoshopped. Look how big Roy Jones was. You can see that, Kurt? My brother Bish, B Megastar, salute.
Yeah, that's crazy. He look like a superhero.
Like, wait, I'm like, what? Like, that has to be Photoshop, right? But that's Roy.
A lot of muscle. Oof. That's That's why he was never the same when he dropped back down. You can't lose muscle mass like that.
Tay said, I got that picture too. Hey, Tay, is this real? Patrick, salute. Champagne Marlowe, salute. Tay, is that a real picture? Because I know Tay. Tay said it's real. And I know Tay he knows Roy Jones. He said it's real. Man, that look. Roy. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, I got to change the subject because that if that's real, man, then listen. Because man, you gotta to Photoshop that, man. You gotta. How could you Photoshop that though? Because you got to look at it from like who's it Photoshop with? And you had to be great to Photoshop that. Yeah, he did, Champagne Marlowe. He sure did. Kurt, you think that's real, Kurt?
Yeah, I think it's real.
I can't figure out what fight it is because I would Google. That's Bernard Hopkins? I think that's the Bernard Hopkins. Hold on. Hold on. I think that's the Bernard Hopkins fight, Kurt.
That's the Hopkins fight? That wasn't the Ruiz fight?
Hold on, I'm about to check. Because I think that's Bernard Hopkins. If that's Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, that's Bernard Hopkins fight, Kurt. And it's real.
I don't remember him being that big for the Hopkins fight, but I always knew he was muscular, but...
It's real, Kurt. Look, I found another picture of him.
Yeah.
I found another picture. That's real. Look.
Wow.
You see it? Look, this is a regular picture. Tay said, I told you, bro. Look at his arms. Kurt, you see that?
Yeah, I told you he looked like a superhero. The only thing he's missing is the cape.
Wow. 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 Roy looks huge, bro. Oh, it's super real. Look at this picture. Look at his bicep in this picture. Look. You see that, Kurt? You see that, Kurt?
Yeah, he looked like a bodybuilder.
Yep. It's the same fight, too. Look. See? Wow. Tay says this the flexing of muscle. I'm gonna show you. Oh wow. So yeah, let's get back into this though. So Bomac, let's get into what Bomac had to say, right, Kurt? So Bomac goes on and he says that the brothers don't know nothing about boxing. Right? And Champagne Marlowe said that's not from him chasing chickens. You heard him, Kurt? Unreal. He said that ain't come from chasing chickens. You telling the truth there, bro. You are telling the truth there. So Bomac said, don't listen to none of these brothers. I'm paraphrasing, right? He said, Bud do what he want. He said, whatever Bud want to do, we gonna do. It don't matter what everybody else is saying. He said, so he's saying Bud could fight and do whatever he want to do. Smash the like button, get the likes to 1K. So he's saying Bud could fight and do whatever he want to do. It don't matter what everybody else is calling for. Because they were saying, why don't he fight Shawn Porter? And so I told Bomac, I said, Bomac, won't you come on the show and speak your truth, right? Explain to the people and the fans why you saying he could do and fight whomever he want. No, see, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Because, see, the fans go in their pocket and they directly pay for you to live the comfortable lifestyle you live in. If the fans didn't go in their pocket, this is abundantly clear because we see from the way Bob Arum is conducting business. Bob Arum continues to tell people there's no fans in attendance. So therefore, there's no money for these fighters. So therefore, he's letting you know and everybody else know that if it wasn't for the fans, you will not be living and awarded the lifestyle that you're living. So you're wrong when you say that. You're wrong. Because, see, when you do pay-per-view or any other event, the fans, Boston Barbecue, salute, are the ones who paid the money for you. Melanated Royalty, salute. Baby D, salute. The fans are the ones to do that. If you go to a fight, Tex Rock, salute, and the fans don't pay for the fight, and they don't pay for the pay-per-view, and they don't pay for the subscriptions, if every fan turn off all their cable, Mr. De Niro, salute, they don't watch ESPN. They disconnect from ESPN completely. Because guess what? See, this is another misconception. Oh, well, we fight on ESPN is free. It's no such thing as it being free. There's no such thing. If I don't pay my cable bill, ESPN, just like every other channel that come along with my package, goes off. So I'm paying for me to be able to have the access to ESPN, to click on ESPN, to watch you. You're not fighting for free. You're still fighting on pay-per-view. It's just a monthly subscription like DAZN. Rice Brew, salute. Rice Bro, salute. It's a monthly subscription. See, what they try to hide it, this is how they try to mask it. They mask it by saying, well, it's free. PGH Big Dog, salute. Why? Because it came along. The ESPN came along. Derek Williams, salute. ESPN came along with Showtime, HBO, and ESPN Plus, and Fox, and TNT, and TBS, and BET. So it means it's free because it came along with that? No, you came as a package deal with everybody else. So I got a discount instead of just paying solely for you. Aloha, Gerald Davis. I paid a package deal, but you're included in that package deal. That's why your bill is a certain amount. So you're still paying to watch you. So you're wrong by saying you're fighting on free TV. There's no such thing as free TV. There's no such thing. You pay for ESPN. You pay for TNT. You pay for BET. You pay for Showtime. You pay for Stars. You pay for all of these networks. You pay for all of these networks. There's no such thing as free. So when you're trying to mask it and say, well, you see, they are charging you $75. Why? Because they're doing it bluntly, and you're doing it, you're masking yours. So what you think, the people can't see? Because that's what happens. People get so used to, because the fight is not on right now and you're still watching regular TV, that you think you're not paying for ESPN. You're still paying for ESPN. You know how I know you're paying for ESPN? My wife that's sitting here sleeping, my kids, majority of my kids, they don't watch ESPN. So they don't need ESPN. ESPN is there. It came in a bundle package. My wife didn't have a choice but to pay for ESPN, whether she wanted to or not. Eric R., John Lejeune, salute. She had to get ESPN whether she wanted to or not. It wasn't a choice, but she still had to pay for ESPN. She don't even watch TV. Dr. Pablo Sledge, salute. But she got ESPN. So because a fight is not on, you think you're not paying?
You're right about that. You know how I know?
Go ahead,
TV
Kurt.
is not free
Mm-hmm.
because Mrs. Kurt Sugar will come every once in a while and say, "We pay too much for the cable." I said, "No, we don't. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing.
Yep.
That's my bill. Don't touch it. Don't touch nothing."
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know it ain't free. Don't touch nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
So we got every channel in the book. Cinemax, Stars, because I'm a movie buff as well as a sports fan. And that's my entertainment. And it's not free. We pay a lot. I ain't going to say how much we pay. So I got Optimum. We pay a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they get you with the taxes and the, what you call that when you record movies on the box?
Mm-hmm. DVR.
DVR, we got all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, so you're right about that. You know, we fall into the trap where we think ESPN free is free because it's not a premium channel like HBO and Showtime, but you paying, so it's not free. Don't pay that bill monthly. Your TV gonna have it's gonna be all black, like nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's true what you're saying.
Yep. Jason Briggs, saluting the super chat. He said, "How do you think Vernon Forrest would have fared against Terence Crawford?" What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
Wow. He would have gave Terence Crawford hell, because if Terence Crawford had problems with Kell Brooks' jab, he would have had hell dealing with Vernon Forrest because he was rangy.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton Mosley, and he could box. The only thing wrong with Vernon Forrest is that he was inconsistent. He looked real good one night and looked subpar the next, because he shouldn't have lost to Ricardo Mayorga. He was too good of a scientific boxer, but he didn't love boxing. He took care of mentally challenged kids. You know, that was his love. And, you know, he was an inconsistent fighter, but on a good night, he can beat Spence and Crawford. You know, he was hard to deal with because of the range, man. He had long arms, and he was a good technical boxer with pop in his punches.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with you. I agree, man. And he had power. He had power. Rojai, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1. Signs of the Times, TVHQ, salute. King Fire, salute. Bo One, salute. Yeah, so, you know, Jonathan Green, salute. That's the thing. They try to tell you, oh, you're not paying for it. But just like Kurt said, G code 1713 LCF, salute. LeVar Cooper, salute. Just like Kurt said, don't pay your bill, don't put that money out, and see if you still watch Terence Crawford fight on ESPN. Don't pay your bill until Terence Crawford next fight. See if you can watch Terence Crawford next fight. You're going to have to pay your bill to watch Terence Crawford fight. So the only difference is they're adding an extra charge to your already bill. That's all they're doing. They're adding another extra. So when Errol Spence fought for $75, so you added another $75 to your already payment of Terence Crawford's. But you paying Terence Crawford's every month. Blaine Tucker, salute. Right? Yeah, he know money. Right? So I told Bowman to come on over here. Right? Because he tried to call out Money. Hey, Money, don't listen to Money. Don't do it. No, Money know what he's talking about. So Money said, how come you don't fight Shawn Porter? So this is what he said when Money had said, why he not fighting Shawn Porter, right? Bowman had this to say. He said, let's see what he said. He said, we've been at the table. I got a question for y'all. And he was asking Money, right? He said, I got a question for Money. He said, he said, I got a question for Money. How come these dudes, all these welterweights, wasn't calling out Bud before he got a belt? So this is where the confusion comes in. Black Thanos, salute. Why would Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia should have. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, right? Why would they be calling out Terence Crawford before he had a belt? Because If he didn't have a belt, that means he wasn't even at welterweight, Bo Mac. He wasn't even a welterweight yet. So why would they be calling him out before he had a belt? TDC LLC salute. Why would he be calling him? Why would they be calling out Terence Crawford if he didn't even have a belt? And these are receipts. This is what Bowman had to say in writing. He texted this in the chat. So why would they call out Terence Crawford? He said, where was all these dudes calling out Terence Crawford before he got a belt? Isn't this funny? So look how they disconnected, right? He got a belt his first fight at welterweight. So he wasn't campaigning at welterweight without a belt. And therefore, think about this, right, Kurt? When he was at junior welterweight, right? When he was at junior welterweight, he was undisputed. So when was they calling him out? When didn't he have a belt? He had a belt, Bo Mac, since 2014. Errol Spence just turned pro in 2012. He had a belt since 2014. He never not had a belt since 2014. He's been a man with a belt since 2014, since 135. So when was this opportunity to call him out before he had a belt? Before he fought Ricky Burns at 135? How does that even add up? That doesn't even add up. So then you get a belt. Now listen to this, Kurt, Kieran, Alexis, salute. Now listen to this, Kurt. Here's even more confusion. Didn't Terence Crawford say, now they want to call me out because they lost their belts? Well, I gave y'all the rundown. Now, this could bode well for Danny Garcia because when they were both junior welterweights, they should have fought at 140. But Danny Garcia he had other plans. So if you want to factor in Danny Garcia and say Danny Garcia wasn't trying to make that fight with Terence Crawford, okay. Or Mikey Garcia, okay, because they was in and around the same weight class. D. Hodges, salute. But we are talking about the welterweights. And that don't add up. So Shawn Porter, listen to this. Terence Crawford became a champion in 2014 when he beat Ricky Burns. Shawn Porter lost his belt in 2014 to Kell Brook. And Shawn Porter was at 147 and Terence Crawford was at 135. He just got his belt, Errol Spence, in 2017 when he beat Kell Brook in the UK, right? There was no talk of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And in fact, Terence Crawford laid out his opponents that he was looking for when he came to welterweight, and Errol Spence wasn't on the list. His number one priority was Manny Pacquiao still, because that was being talked about according to Terence Crawford. We're just going to go for what he said, 2015. But Bob Arum has been making mention of that fight since 2014. But just based off of Terence Crawford, 2015. That's 6 years. You've been trying to get that fight. That was his number one priority. At number two, he said his number two priority was Keith Thurman. Right? Then he said, well, actually, he said his number two priority was Danny Garcia, according to Shawn Porter. And then Shawn Porter said his third priority was Keith Thurman. Errol Spence wasn't even on the list. And they didn't want to pay Manny Pacquiao. And they didn't want to pay Danny Garcia. And if Keith Thurman lost the belt to Manny Pacquiao, asked for $10 million, they definitely wasn't going to pay Keith Thurman when he was unified. So when was the opportunity for them to fight him when he didn't have a belt, Bowman? That don't even add up. And again, we're not talking about Terence Crawford's skill set in the ring. Is he talented? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody could deny his talent inside the ring. We're not talking about his talent in the ring. We're talking about him making these big fights to showcase his talent on the big stage. And Terence Crawford, I know you and your team are listening. They are, unless you comfortable where you at, which I think you're comfortable where you at. Doc Holiday TV salute. The team around you is failing you. They're failing you. You could have had the Pacquiao fight. Bob Arum told you, as he told the world, that he prevented you from fighting Manny Pacquiao. He told the world this. He said, I'll block that fight. I'll block that fight. You re-signed with him. He didn't give you the big fights. He told you and the world that he blocked that fight. So then Bomac goes on to tell Money this, Kurt. He goes on to say, don't listen to Bomac. Bomac says, don't listen to Bob Arum. He don't know what he's talking about. That's what he said, right? That's funny because Terence Crawford said Bob Arum is trying to make all the big fights. So he can't place blame on Bob Arum. Mike Big Boxer, salute. Where you been at? Nitty G, salute. He said, we can't blame Bob Arum. I can't fault Bob Arum because Bob Arum is trying to make all the big fights. But Bomac is saying, don't listen to Bob Arum. There's so much confusion there. It's not even funny. It's so much confusion, it's not even funny. My brother, CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, salute. It's so much confusion. It's like, I'm confused. One person saying, listen to Bob Arum, he's right. The other person say, don't listen to Bob Arum. Is Bob Arum right or is he wrong? Bella R, salute. So now Bomac said this. The theory is alive, salute. Bomac said Keith Thurman know he wasn't getting 10 million because, now listen to this now. Keith Thurman wasn't getting 10 million because he knew he don't have a promoter. And if that was the case, Al Heyman would have sent over the contract with a boatload of money. Philadelphia Bay, salute. He said Al Heyman would have sent over a contract with a boatload of money, Kurt. So that would make Keith Thurman the A-side. Johnny Player, salute. So that means you are willing to take less money than Keith Thurman. Because I never known the A-side to take less money or to send to somebody make him the offer. Have you ever seen this, Kurt, in the history of you watching sports, this sport of boxing? Have you ever seen a guy make a deal and send Muhammad Ali money and send him the contract? Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. If it wasn't Tommy Hearns or Sugar Ray, a clear A-side. Somebody was sending, there go 619, Cali Factor, salute. Somebody was sending Floyd Mayweather a contract with the money and Floyd Mayweather was taking the fight. I never heard this before. Because, see, my confusion with this comes in when it comes to Errol Spence, they want to stand on their square and say, there is no A-side. They both the A-side, make it 50-50. But when it comes to Keith Thurman, why not give Keith Thurman 50-50 then? If there's no such thing as A-side. Chantel Hill, salute. If there's no such thing as A-side, why not give Keith Thurman 50-50? But you asking Keith Thurman, again, Geo James Khalil 98, salute. Once again, Kurt, they want the other side to do all the work. Well, tell Keith Thurman to send over the contract with a boatload of money. But then Bomac said, well, he can't do that because he don't have a promoter. Kenyatta Ali, salute. He said, well, he can't do that because he don't have a promoter. Keith Thurman can't send over a contract with a boatload of money because he don't have a promoter. But your promoter is telling you he's not looking to make the big fights. And your promoter is saying that you don't have the money. So I'm confused. Because I know, just like the world knows, that Errol Spence and Danny Garcia made far more than $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million. Bob M confirmed that Manny Pacquiao got $20 to $25 million to fight Keith Thurman and $20 to $25 million to fight Adrian Broner. So there we know that they are not making no $2 million, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. We know this. So if there's no such thing as A side, right? Then how not give Keith Thurman 50-50? If you paid Amir Khan $7 million, and on paper he made more money than Terence Crawford on paper, Amir Khan. So then why can't Keith Thurman make more money than Terence Crawford? Because he's more accomplished than Amir Khan, and he's more relevant than Amir Khan. So why Keith Thurman couldn't get the lion's share of the money and make it a 50-50 fight? Why are they picking and choosing who's 50-50 and who's A sides, and that don't exist? That only don't exist because guess what? You know why that don't exist? Because they understand the amount of money they stand to make. They understand the amount of money they stand to make fighting Errol Spence. But I thought Errol Spence is not a massive draw. See, they don't want to lose out on that Errol Spence money. They understand what's at stake, and they ain't trying to lose out. So they want to split it down the middle, 50-50. But again, Errol Spence is not a big draw, though, right? Because they ain't do that with nobody else. And here, I want to ask this question. Then I'm going to let you go, Kurt. Do you think that Manny Pacquiao was a 50-50 split for them? Do you think Manny Pacquiao was taking 50-50 split? You see what I'm saying, Kurt? You think you...
I know.
Go ahead, Kurt. Let me get the super chat. Desmond Johnson, saluting super chat. He said, Blue, I know Bob don't want to make a fight with Porter or Thurman, but could ESPN force a fight if they thought it could get big ratings? See, here's the thing about that. Salute to Desmond Johnson. Then I'm going to let you go, Kurt. Here's the thing about that. Boxing is not ESPN first priority. So they could take boxing and leave it. They could take boxing and leave it. Period. ESPN is not going to step in. They're not going to be like, make this fight or make that fight. That's not their first. Their number one priority is football. Their number one priority is college football, NFL football. Their number 3 priority is basketball, NBA, college basketball. They get their money 1,000 times over in other sports, so they don't need it. Mr. Sinister, you out? Salute. Tremel Green, salute. Check Hook, salute. D Sham, salute. Right? So they don't need boxing. J Mitch, salute. They're not losing or they're not gaining anything with boxing. And they have UFC. Ty Archie, salute. They could take it or leave it. Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Boxing is just a sport that's not respected. You know, and you're right. Their first priority is football. You know, Bomac, you know, the things he say, you know, when he was on Money Brown, I mean, everything boxing with Keon and Money Brown, you know, he's just grandstanding. He you know, it's like he's supposed to say those things because he's the manager. He's part of Bud's team. You know, he don't want to say nothing out the way where, you know, they get rid of him. They too close. But he's going to say that. You don't know boxing. It's like a defense mechanism, you know, and we're not, you know, criticizing Bud. We're just telling the truth. You can call it constructive criticism, but we look at things objectively. That's the way you're supposed to look at it. And that's what we do. We just want answers to certain questions. And then, you know, if he gets real defensive, Bud can do what he wants. And we're Crawford fans. We just want to see the fight, you know, and Bomac, man, just be rattling off at the mouth, you know, you don't know boxing, and Bud can do what he want, and, you know, 50-50 and putting down Earl Spence. Well, you know, you behind Earl Spence right now. It's business. In the ring, it's 50-50. We don't know who's going to win, Spence or Crawford, but before the fight, the business has to be right. The business has to be done, you know, and right now, to me, it's 60-40. They can be like the winner get an extra 10% or whatever. They ain't going to fly. You know, they ain't going to fly. But, you know, Earl is the ace out right now. And but that's the problem. That's the problem. Terence thinking his skill set, which is A+, automatically he should get 50-50 because he can be like, well, I'm the best fighter in the world. But it doesn't go like that, you know, in the sport of boxing. It's just a mess, man. It's just nonsense. what Bob Arum was doing to this man. I'm just like really baffled that Terence don't want to see what's in front of his face. He put you down, talk about, he lost so much money on you, he could have bought a mansion. Before he used to hide it, but now he's so frustrated with Terence, he ain't trying to hide nothing. He's making it, obvious that, he don't have faith in Terence selling no tickets. Bob is at the age in his life, he's cutting his own ways. He don't want to lose money because you got to understand who he promoted. He promoted the biggest fights in the sports history. And he's saying to himself, man, the good old days, man. And, I used to make this and make that. I know he's saying that to himself, but, things are different. The model is different. He don't have that star power. He thought Lomachenko was going to sell and be popular. Well, he's not. He's Tyson Fury, over there he is. Over here, they ain't care. And Terence Crawford. So he had people that he thought was going to get him over, and it's not. It's not working out.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mechanical, my brother in Super Chat, he said, Bob said Bud, Duck, Ugas, and Porter fight. #wake up. She did. That's what Bob said. Johnny Player, saluting the Super Chat. He said, Bob can only do what Bud and his team allow. No excuses for him. He need a real fight. I agree with that as well because Teofimo Lopez, Bob Arum make it abundantly clear he can't keep him under wraps. He like Teofimo Lopez is pushing him in the direction he want to go in. Just like Teofimo Lopez stood his ground and said, listen, if I don't get more money for this Lomachenko fight, I ain't fighting. And what they do, they gave him more money. And Bob Arum did say that. He said he won't negotiate for Ugas and Ugas and Shawn Porter fight. All boxing 1108 salute. And to me, that's a testament to what Bob is saying. Is the actions behind Terence Crawford is showing that. It's showing that.
But because, you know what, Blue?
Go ahead, Kurt.
The more fight Teo win, and I can see he's going to develop a diva-like persona, and the problem's going to start coming in because he already asked for more money than Lomachenko. So imagine he's the champion now, unified. So imagine he beat a Ryan Garcia or a Tank Davis. Forget about it. He's going to be like, I'm out. I'm going somewhere else. But I got this strange feeling, though, that if this kid keep winning, Edgar Berlanga, because, see, they got plans for him. He's going to be the fighter that's going to be fighting the Madison Square Garden during the Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. Mm-hmm. They got plans for him. And once he becomes popular and Bob can make some money off him, man, everybody else is out. I'm telling you, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm. Check Hook. Go ahead, Kurt.
He's depending on Berlanga to be a star because he's a Puerto Rican fighter in New York, plus he's heavy-handed. Berlanga said today on Max on Boxing, he said, we already got our eyes on Canelo Alvarez in 2 years. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'll be fighting in June, and he's going to fight before that, but he said, I'm fighting during the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and he said, we're looking at Canelo already. Yep. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico, and we're looking at him already. We want the Canelo fight. That's my dream fight. I'm going to be a big star. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Check Hook. Salute. I gave you back your wrench. Yeah, I don't know how it went away, man. I wasn't sure if that was really you, but you got it back now. Detroit Mike 313. Salute. Yeah, Kurt, man, it's just too much. It's just too much confusion, man. And Ethiopian eyes, salute. Ethiopian eyes, I'm gonna wrench you up. Paul Harris, salute. So yeah, Kurt, man, it's just too much confusion in my opinion, man. Just far too much, and it's unnecessary.
It is, man. But his problem is going to come when Teo. He already felt like he'll start because he beat Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. But like I said, if he one more big win from Teo, he's gonna be like, "Look, Bob, you gotta pay me what I'm worth." And I can tell you, he's one of them guys, man, that he's not going to take no for an answer. I don't know the stipulations of his contract, but, he wouldn't re-sign. He can go to PBC and be a bigger star. a bigger star, and he wants to become that. He wants to become a star. He wants that celebrity status. You know, and it's easy to do that. And people see, watch what I tell you. If he keeps winning and become a huge star, watch. It's going to be problems with him and Bob Allen.
Yep. It's all right. I can't see Teofimo Lopez staying there too much longer. Salute to Ty Archie in the super chat. He said Bob and ESPN will promote non-Americans like Loma, Fury, and Inouye, but won't promote Crawford like he needs to be. Crawford puts up with it. He does. And then the thing is, they get defensive when you say he shouldn't have signed there. He shouldn't have re-signed there. Like, come on. Like,
That's
come
common
on.
sense, man.
Like, really? And Floyd Mayweather continues to say, I gave Terence Crawford the blue. How many times? Every time Floyd Mayweather brings this up without asking. This is how you know. Mr. Mechanical, my brother in Super Chat, Bud out here, A-side at Burger King. But this is how you know. Floyd Mayweather brings it up. Salute to Mr. Mechanical in the building, in the Super Chat. Floyd Mayweather, without even, he's not even asked about this. He always brings it up. He says, Terence Crawford should be a much bigger star than what he is. Why isn't he a much bigger star? He's hinting at it. He said, I gave Terence Crawford the blueprint. Oscar De La Hoya left. Miguel Cotto left. Manny Pacquiao now left. Look at the money Manny Pacquiao making when he left. At 40 years old. Floyd Mayweather left. Look what all of them have built themselves into when they left Top Rank. Look at the money. Look how they built themselves. Look what they've built for themselves once they left. Lord Sweat Real, salute. Mikey Garcia. Kurt, Mikey Garcia got $7 million to fight. One fight on DAZN against Jesse Vargas. $7 million. Upfront guaranteed. There you go. $7 million. To fight Jesse Vargas in a trial fight. Like, I don't think
people can say what they want about Hearn and DAZN, but they pay well. I mean, even Tevin Farmer,
right.
For his, for people he was fighting, he was getting paid. I mean, not millions, not like that, but considering his name and his brand was not as big as Mikey's or other, but for him, he was getting paid.
And you know what they did? Yusuf Nuruddin, salute. Percy Moore, salute. And you know what they did too, Kurt? Like you said, he wasn't getting the Randy Lee, salute. The millions on top of millions. IP Freely, salute. Jonathan Simon said Marquez left too. Yep, woman with Marquez. But you know what they did to combat that? They just kept them active. So Tevin Farmer kept fighting on top of fighting on top of fighting on top. That's how he was garnering all the money.
What he was bringing in, $500,000 a fight or something like that?
Yeah, 500 to 700 grand. That's what I was hearing. But imagine, he was fighting 4 times a year. Nino Bella, salute. So let's say it was 500 grand times 4. That's $2 million he made in a year.
It's good money for him. It's good money.
Yeah.
They were paying well. They paying well, better than Top Rank.
Right.
And Carlo would have went there. He decided to stay loyal to PBC. They was, look at GGG, Golovkin.
Right.
He got paid.
Yeah, he getting big money. Right. You can say what you want about Eddie Hearn. Right. You can say what you want about Eddie Hearn, but he makes sure his fighters get money. That's one thing they do. They gonna get money. They gonna get money. They can say what you want about Eddie Hearn, but he gonna make sure his fighters get money. Now, is it the amount of money they should be or whatever? But he keep them active and they gonna get money.
How much did Joshua make for the second Ruiz fight? You know?
I heard it was about 27 to 30 million.
Is Joshua cleaning up over there, man? Quiet, just keep cleaning up. I don't blame you. Talk about DAZN and Eddie Hearn all you want, but he pay his fighters like you said. He pay them well.
And on top of that, Tevin Farmer wasn't out there fighting no high-level competition. He He wasn't even. It
Nah,
wasn't
he
like.
was playing substitute teachers and Walmart employees and painters
Yeah.
and all that. And he was getting paid.
Getting paid big. The biggest fight he fought in that tenure was the fight he lost. Jojo Diaz. No, he did fight. What was the guy he lost to, or it was a draw? Remember that? And he really won that fight.
Yeah, I know he fought. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He did win that fight.
Yeah. Wise knowledge, salute. So I don't get it. Like, now that's one guy that's not getting it. I don't know how much he's getting paid, but he ain't getting the big fights. He is wasting his talent, man. Jeremiah T. Salute, Demetrius Andre, Kurt.
Yeah, forget it, man. He don't love boxing, man. He just there to get a check every now and then and go on his merry way. I gave up on man.
Yeah, that. Now he's talking about. He put on social media. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide from me. Billy Joe Saunders. I'm coming up to 68 now. Man, Billy Joe Saunders got his sights set on Canelo Alvarez. And my brother Lawrence Williams said, "Oh, that's another thing I want to touch on, Kurt, before we get out of here. Now the Canelo Alvarez fight it's a unification bout, Kurt. Did you know that?"
I'm sorry, I was on mute talking. Yeah, man. Boxing do what it wants to do, man. So Benavidez is getting screwed. They fighting for his title. It's like they snatched it out of his hand and give it to him.
Yeah, Jonathan Simon. I said Cotto. Yeah, now I said Cotto left. Yeah, now it's a unification bout. Oh, are we kidding me? Solar, salute. Now it's a unification bout? Really? Come on, man. It is you adding stuff and interjecting for no reason. No reason. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Let's get them likes up. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. There's no reason for them to interject. Why is the WBC placing himself in this fight? 3 up, 3 down, 10. Salute. Why? And then my brother Lawrence Williams said, go subscribe to my brother Lawrence Williams. Got a lot of boxing knowledge. Lawrence Williams said that the winner has to fight Yildirim next. And if I'm not mistaken, Lawrence, is it a certain amount of time they have to fight Yildirim also? But they have to fight Yildirim next. So now this is why Andre 90 days, Kurt, they got 90 days to fight Yildirim. Why?
I know.
You can't make this stuff up. Shaq Bellhorse, salute. You can't make this up. I don't understand how the WBC is losing all its credibility.
They have no integrity and professionalism, man. It just seemed like when Canelo's name come up, they give him an extra push. You know, they go out their way for him, and he don't need it because he's a tremendously talented fighter. But that's it's just messed up, man. When I heard it, I was like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man. Rome for Far Rock, salute. Yeah, I couldn't understand that. Once I seen that, I'm like, really? This is what we doing? Wow, man. Wow. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2. Smash the like button. And it's just like, and so they also want to make a belt for Floyd versus what's the guy named? Logan Paul.
Paul fella. Yeah, well, I wonder what name they're gonna call it.
You can't make this up. Avni Yildirim lost his last fight and had if I'm not mistaken, he had an issue with a test that he took. I don't get it. He's the mandatory. LeVar Cooper. No, I'm serious. He's the man that sat one salute. Why is he the mandatory over David Benavidez? Why is he the mandatory over David Benavidez?
I know, that's crazy. I don't, I mean, I tell you.
Johnny Play.
Boxing business is worse than the drug business, Lou.
Yeah. Johnny Play in the super chat. He said Mauricio Sulaiman is a crusher on Canelo Alvarez.
There's only one fight that's going to be made that's in the last 3 or 4 days that I'm looking forward to next year, and it's going to be a great fight. That's Louis Neary versus Brandon Figueroa. That's a great fight. That's a great fight. Possibly candidate fight of the year already.
When is that fight? Lou Ken, salute. He said, yo, Blue, I caught you while I'm at work. Salute to you, Lou Ken. The game, salute. When is it, Kurt?
They say first quarter of 2021. They don't got a specific date, but they agree, both fighters agreed to terms. So that, they're definitely going to fight.
I didn't like how Neary looked in his last fight.
Me neither.
His power wasn't there. His punches was real wide and looping. I was like, if this dude was better, he would have beat Neary.
Brandon Figueroa gonna make him fight because he's a knockout, drag out kind of fighter, man. So, certain fights just have the nature of being wars. This is one of them. Mm-hmm. He's gonna make Neary fight.
Yeah, I remember they was talking about Neary possibly fighting Inouye. Man, Inouye would have knocked him out. Inouye would have knocked him out, man. But let's get out of here, Curry. It's 1 a.m. We've been on. We've been on for a minute, man. But salute to each one of y'all, man. Go ahead, Curry. You got any last words for the people?
Yeah, man. We did a late night stream.
Kurt, before I cut you off, we got one more thing. Richardson Hitchens is fighting dude that fought Anthony Peterson tomorrow.
Yeah, he's fighting, y'all.
Yeah. Yep.
He's missing something, man. I can't put my finger on it.
Mendez.
I feel like he's missing. So I'm not as high as him like I am the other young fighters, but let's see how he looks tomorrow, man. We got a big day of boxing tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. But
that's a tough fight,
man.
For him.
It's a crunch stream, man.
That's a tough fight for Richardson Hitchens. I was at that Anthony Peterson fight.
Yeah, they got good opponents, man. Stevenson and Colbert. Them guys are not pushovers. So I like to see young fighters fight different styles. It just builds them up, man. Pedigree and everything, experience. When you fight different styles, man, you automatically get better in the ring, man. You've seen everything. So let's see how things turn out.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, close this out, Kurt.
Yes, indeed, man. Thank the chat, man, for staying up late and listening to us talk this boxing talk, man. Blue, great job as usual, man. And it was fun doing late night stream. I'm gonna take myself to bed. I'm sitting up here talking boxing and watching college football. So it's just great, man, that we can talk this boxing, man. We got a big day of boxing today, I should say. And everybody enjoy your weekend, enjoy the fights. My name is Kurt Sugar, and I will see you on Monday.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.